Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you have dry skin or if you have dry skin clients and you want something that is nice and full coverage for dry skin, like a full nice makeup beat that's going to take you about 15 to 20 minutes in the morning depending on how fast you move, keep watching this video.
Treat their love is like ice. Smoke them up and leave them, changing with the season.
So okay guys, so the first thing to this step is skincare. So I want you to ask yourself, what kind of skincare are you using? One face wash that I absolutely love is the Fenty face wash. It is super creamy. It doesn't leave your skin feeling like really dry, but I ran out, so I've been using something from Kiehl's. It's okay. But for my skincare, what I'm using, and this skincare is typically for my makeup. Yes, skincare for makeup. We love it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream, which I've already applied. This has hyaluronic acid in it, so it's going to lock in that moisture, and also aloe vera. So if you have sensitive skin, it will be easier to use. And I feel like us dry skin girls, like our skin also falls into that sensitivity range. And I'm going to be using the Magic Eye Rescue, which I'm going to be applying here on camera. It's great, and it also acts like for a primer for your concealer. I forgot what's in here. I'll list it down below, but I love this stuff, and this stuff really plumps and hydrates underneath your eye. And my sleeping time is still, believe it, I've been here since January. No, yeah, the 1st of January, and my sleeping time is still on the West Coast. Like, I need help. Like, it's still on that time zone. So I'll be looking a little tad. So good. And can you guys like see? Do you see how it just hydrated underneath my eye? Also, what foundation are you using? So I got 3 foundations that I have that I think that is good for dry skin, especially since the winter is approaching us very quickly. Okay, I don't know if it's me, but it seems like God is like, I'm gonna make time go faster for y'all. Okay, the foundations that I like. Oh, I gotta make up my jacket. It's okay. The foundations that I really love is the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. It's very thin, so I think this would be great for every day if you like to wear a foundation every day. This is very thin, and it's also really hydrating, so it's really good for us dry girls. Second, I love the Nars Creamy Radiant Foundation. I think it's full coverage if you want more of a full coverage foundation, something for an everyday if you wear foundation every day, if that's your thing. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And also the Mercier Flawless Lumiere Foundation. I'm in the shade 5C1 Nutmeg. I absolutely love this foundation. I'm actually going to be using this today. It's really nice and hydrating. And you know, those lines like Laura Mercier and Nars are known for kind of making products that look like skin, even if they're full coverage. And I believe Laura Mercier and Nars are under Eyeshadow. I believe they're under the same company. I believe so. So now that we have our Laura Mercier foundation applied, which is going to just even out our skin tone, that is why foundation is a foundation. It is a base to even out your skin tone. Product that I like to use, and I actually forgot to use, but I'm going to put it on top, is to even me out even more, is this Charlotte Tilbury. It's a color corrector, but mine is in the number 4. As you can see, it's like a red color type of thing, but this is really great if any of the girls out there are looking for color correction, especially if you're dry, because it's a very creamy formula and it blends to the skin like butter. So, but before that, I'm just going to apply my eyeshadow, and I'm going to show you guys how I do my everyday eyeshadow when I'm doing eyeshadow and lashes. Use your concealer and your powder as your base if you don't have an eyeshadow base. I'm gonna take a bronzer. The bronzer that I'm going to be using is the Airbrush Flawless Bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury. Take a fluffy brush, a nice big one, because it's going to get more, it's going to capture more of the space on my eye.
just want the one that's been
And if you want, you can do the bronzer over your whole entire eye. A lighter shadow to just give it that contrast. And you can just use any lighter shadow you have. I'm going to be using this shadow. It's out of the Charlotte palette. A nice neutral color.
Chase a dream, made my dream is a rising. Buying medicine when I'm sick, brush my hair when I'm stressed. Maybe that's why I got being Mercier. Baby, been the ground that I've been building on. I wouldn't be the woman I am.
Add just a little bit of black liquid liner. Use the NYX matte liquid liner because it's easy for me to use. If you don't have a lot of time, I recommend using an eyeliner that you can just fly with. I like to add a little bit of liner in my waterline. Now, if you add black, a black will be more of a dramatic, I would say more smokier, well, like I would say a more made up effect. A brown or something lighter that will open up the eyes. The black will actually kind of close it. So I'm going to be applying my Patrick Ta. This is his, I think it's a 3-dimension, what is it? Precision Gel, Patrick Ta Precision Gel Liner in the shade Rich Brown. I like to color correct before, but I be forgetting. I don't know why. I always forget and I barely use this thing, but it's so good. So I'm going to color correct using the Charlotte Tilbury. This is her color corrector. It's in the shade 4. And I'm also going to be using the Hourglass Velvet Creamy Concealer. These are very, very creamy. It doesn't dry down to where the point will make your skin dry or your under eye skin dry. My problem areas are like around my mouth, not so much under my eye, but you can if you want. And I'm just going to take it on a brush, apply around my mouth area. And I'm going to take a concealer of my shade. This is the shade Velvet. And I'm going to conceal. To blend this concealer and this color corrector out with a damp sponge. I'm going to use Natasha Danonna. This is the Transfix matte concealer. Actually very hydrating. It kind of feels like it has like an oil or like a serum in it. And I'm going to use the shade 16W. Now I want to ask, what powder are you using? The Sacha Buttercup powder? Amazing. This also is very drying, especially for dry skin. Even though I love it and I still use it. So if you are using this and you don't want to turn from it, make sure you are hydrating underneath your eyes really well. But the Laura Mercier Secret Brighten Under Eye Powder in number 2 is amazing. She has a 1 and a 2. 2 is for darker skin. It's a velvety finish, so it's very finely milled. It feels like silk. Also good for more mature or textured skin. You will not dry out your under eyes with this. Take a powder brush, and I'm just going to use what's in the top. You need very little because you're just setting under your eye. Also helps with brightening. It has like brightening effects in it and like little specks in it, so you'll kind of see. Look at that. And my under eyes don't feel dry. I don't feel tight. I feel like I have nothing under my eye. So you don't have to contour, because I don't contour every day. But if you do want to contour, I recommend, because some people just like the full coverage every day, like some people do. You can use the Huda Beauty in Medium Tantour. I feel like this is nice and creamy. It's not drying, even though it dries down to a powder finish. But I'm just going to use my Charlotte bronzer. This is just really easy to use. Or if you're like really dry and you're worried about all the powders, I recommend getting like a baked luminous bronzer. Just bronze my face. For the blush, I'm going to be using the Nars Lovejoy blush. It's a nice everyday color. It also has like some specks in it, so it's not like a matte drying blush. So it's all about what products are you using when it comes down to if you have dry or oily skin. I will always just use products that are luminous and that are not so drying. And if I am using products that are matte, I'm making sure that I am popping that skincare under. Skincare is so important. Skincare is like the prep before the makeup. So important. This blush. I have that blush. If highlighter is optional, but if you do want, I like to use the Max Whisper of Guilt. It's like just one of those staple highlighters that you could just have forever, and I've had it for a few years, and she's still going. Okay, so now we have like our blush and all that good stuff, as you can see, and I feel super hydrated. Like I feel good. So I'm gonna add a setting spray. A setting spray is a great finisher. If you use like a lot of powder, that setting spray can wipe all that out. It also just sucks everything together, and I love this one. We're going to be applying our lip. The lip liner I'm going to be choosing is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Intense number 3. If it's for something that's going to be doing all day, you're going to be working, you're going to be drinking your coffee, you're going to be drinking your H2O, your water. Recommend something that is waterproof. I love this one, and I feel like it's a great shade for dark skin. Make sure your lip pencil is nice and sharp and you get the best application. Picked just any neutral, just a typical nude, which I always do. Hi, MAC shade Naturally Transformed. To use something that I feel like MAC still has. One of my favorite glosses, Fenty Hot Chocolate. These are very much non-sticky to me. And who wants to deal with a sticky lip gloss throughout the day? No one. This is it. This is my everyday full coverage makeup tutorial for dry skin. When you are dealing with either dry or oily skin, you really want to try to gather up products that fit dry skin, meaning a powder that won't dry you out. Maybe a foundation with a serum in it, maybe a luminous foundation, maybe concealers that don't really dry your under eyes out. They don't dry up so bad they crack under your under eye. And also your skincare. Your skincare is like your holy grail, you know, because if the skin just isn't properly prepped, which you would see on like runways or before photo shoots, makeup artists prep skin, then your foundation application will be completely thrown off. I really love the Charlotte Tilbury skincare line, especially for dry skin. That magic cream and that eye cream is absolutely phenomenal. And this literally right here, this full face will take me about 15 minutes in the morning. I also move a little bit fast. You can completely not do the eyes, but this is like a full coverage, you know? So you can take what you feel that is needed from this makeup tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you share this video with your dry skin friend, and also you subscribe and you click the bell. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
when I'm sick. Brush my hair when I'm stressed. Maybe that's why I got PMS. Yeah, baby, been the clown that